Hello guys, it's Cybertech Wolf, and I'm here to do a reaction of the new Devil May Cry trailer. It's only 45 seconds, but I have to watch it, because if you guys know me at all, I love Devil May Cry. So I can't wait to see what's going on here. It's only 45 seconds, so it's not a lot to go on, but I am going to kind of analyze some stuff going on here and see what I can get out of what we have. I don't think there's a release date yet, but I'm ready. I'm ready. Hee. Adi Shankar. Oh god. I'm gonna turn that down a little bit. Yeah! Get in there, Dante. Alright. That logo is sick. I'm ready. Coming soon. On Netflix only. Okay, yeah, so no release date yet, but it is coming soon to Netflix. Alright. And then, of course, yeah, there's Castlevania and Tomb Raider that came out as well. But I'm mostly excited for Devil May Cry. So let me look at this. I want to kind of look at what we got here. There's not a lot to go on, but just looking at what we have kind of gives us an idea of where, if this is going to take place in the Devil May Cry universe, like I think it is, just like the other anime. Because there's another anime that came out a long time ago. I think it was like 2003? It was early 2000s that there was another anime, and that one took place shortly after Devil May Cry 1's timeline placement. So that took place in between 1 and 2. This one looks like a younger Dante. Like, just this face right here screams young Dante. This is not Devil May Cry 5 Dante. I assumed that this anime was going to either be at the beginning of the timeline or the end of the timeline, because he confirmed Virgil is going to be in this. He said Virgil and Lady are going to be in this. And the only time in the timeline where Virgil is Virgil and not some, like, weird, fucked up, like, what's the word I'm looking for? He's not messed up, right? Any other time he's kind of messed up, or he's, like, being controlled or whatever. In between 3 and 5, Virgil is not in the picture. So this could have only taken place at either the beginning of the timeline or the end of the timeline. And he never confirmed Nero, so that was what made it harder. Because if it was Nero, the only time that both Virgil and Nero were both in the picture was at the end of the timeline. So this screams younger Dante to me. But what stuck out to me was this outfit right here. The outfit right here, he still has the amulet and the jacket. The jacket looks like Devil May Cry 3. But what's funny, so he has the Devil May Cry 3 strap right here, right? The strap right here shows everything. Let me bring this down a little bit. He's got the strap right here, right? Which definitely comes from Devil May Cry 3. But then he's got suspenders here, which never came anywhere. But I'm assuming the jacket is still from Devil May Cry 3, because that jacket is definitely screams 3. But what's weird about it is it has this right here too, which only came from Devil May Cry 4, which makes this harder to pinpoint down. But what makes me think that this isn't 4, number one, is the fact that just the design overall looks like from 3. And the gloves, right, oops. The gloves right there, god damn it, right there. That is definitely Devil May Cry 3. Those gloves are Devil May Cry 3. Wait a minute. Yeah, and those, the guns here is another thing. That's another thing that kind of, stop going full screen. Okay, the guns are not ebony and ivory. Those are just regular Berettas. But he has the amulet. So he has the perfect amulet, like, which is something that, if anybody who knows the timeline knows that the amulet, if in this form, if he still has the amulet, right, and he looks like he doesn't have the Berettas, this gives us timeline implications. This could mean that Dante isn't in his DMC3 attire. This is not post Devil May Cry 3. Because post Devil May Cry 3, he had his coat was ripped. He had to get a new one, and he had to put on the coat. If anybody remembers anything at the end of Devil May Cry 3, he puts on the coat from Devil May Cry 1, and then it immediately goes into the next part in the timeline, which is Devil May Cry 1, which takes place 10 years after 3. So, and if he doesn't have Ebony and Ivory, this means that he could be, at least in this point in the timeline that they're showing, this could be Tony Redgrave, his Tony Redgrave persona. Because if anybody remembers, after Dante's mom died and he thought that his brother was dead, he went into hiding, and his mom told him to change his name and everything like that. And so he changed his name to a reporter that he had respected, and that reporter's name was Tony Redgrave. And so Nell Goldstein, who made his weapons before she died, engraved them for Tony Redgrave on them. So this could be Dante as Tony. Because, and this also could connect the old Devil May Cry anime and this one, because in the old Devil May Cry anime, he goes back to the town where he used to live, and they're calling him Anthony, which obviously Tony is short for, and he ends up fighting the demon that killed his mom, and he kills that demon. So this could connect those two anime, obviously, because the anime from the old one is still canon. So this could be canon, a canon event. This could be Tony Redgrave Dante, which I would be excited for, because that would mean that they're basically making an anime adaptation of the Devil May Cry 3 manga and the Devil May Cry 1 light novel that came out in tandem with the Devil May Cry 3 and Devil May Cry 1 games. So that's exciting. I'm excited for that.